It's the Morning Brew. We continue. We've moved to the couch. I'm Larry Aaron's. Amber Hendren is here. Take it away, Amber.
Hello, thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
Yes, this morning I would like to introduce you to the man behind my hair, a very dear friend of mine since Hoover Middle School. This is Juan Carlos Montoya. He's the owner of Brynwood Hair Salon in Northeast Albuquerque. And Carlos, you have been cutting hair and training in hair care and studying hair care for as long as I've known you.
About 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
And I know that you love to go to New York City, that you've done a lot of training out there with different companies, but you choose to live in Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that you're always telling me is don't use a brush on your hair.
Exactly.
He's full of all these rules. He's like you're one of these he's a purist. He's a purist, Larry.
And you listen to him.
I have to.
Yes.
I have no choice because otherwise he won't cut my hair. And he's the best hair cutter that I've ever had, not just in Albuquerque. He is the best hair cutter that I've ever had.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, Car.
It's a pleasure being here.
So what are your challenges here in Albuquerque's climate?
The dryness. One of the main ingredients in our body, or properties in our body that our skin is depleted of as we age, is lipids or oils.
Lipids? Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's very easy to replace them, but one of the common mistakes that a lot of people do is they will have a tendency to put lotion or even oils, baby oil or whatnot, on dry skin. And the problem with that is you're sealing in dryness. A lot of people don't understand that. They think that they're getting the moisturizing effects from a lotion or even from an oil because there's softness, but it's actually fake. They're not sealing in any moisture, so you're depleting the skin of necessary moisture and some lipids, but at the same time, by sealing in that dryness, you're getting drier and drier each time. That's why wrinkles will appear a lot quicker in life as we age. And one of the best common things that you can use is the coconut oil. It's one of the most complete oils that we can use for our skin, and one of the simplest.
And our hair.
And our hair as well.
Yeah, this is the key right here, everybody. Put a little coconut oil. This whole thing cost me $10 at the herb store, and it's lasted me now over a year. And to get shiny hair, I just put coconut oil. I literally comb it into my hair and leave it on, and that's
in just little bits, just a
little
tiny. That's all you
bit.
need, just a tiny bit.
And it will give your hair the shiniest sheen that you've ever seen. And I use it on my hands, my hair, my skin. I don't use any kind of moisturizer anymore. Yeah. Ever since,
It's great to replace all your lotions, anything that you would use with the coconut oil. It's going to replenish and nourish the skin a lot better than any lotions. And that's one of the other problems with conditioners and lotions is they're full of plastics.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest problems with American corporations these days is they're trying to put magic in a bottle, and plastics create shine. They create softness, but you're almost better off spraying Pledge on your hair or on your skin.
Oh no, really?
This plastics.
Because it's just it's a plastic that's going on top of the hair
It's
shaft.
a coating.
It's a coating.
To make things shiny and to make things a little almost fake. It's not, it doesn't get to the root problem of replacing certain properties of the hair and skin that needs to be done. And so that's where I specialize in, is getting at the root levels of how to actually, on the molecular side of things, of replenishing the hair and the skin of certain structures.
So that it's shining naturally and not artificially.
Exactly.
And not with chemicals.
Exactly. And then the other one would be the wine rinse. Wine rinse helps with shine and helps close the cuticle down so that you're rid of tangles.
So red wine, white wine?
White only. White only. If you use red, you don't want to stain your hair pink.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's not
That
fun.
would be less than ideal.
Yeah, then you'd have to come to me.
Tell us why you made me. Okay, Carlos is always like, don't brush your hair. Don't brush your hair. These are the enemy. Tell us why these are the enemy.
Well, easily from this one, phalanges or extra little fingers. And what happens in the physics of not so much hair, but anything long, stringy, as you rake across on the ends, it's going to cause a vibration. And then that vibration, it'll wrap itself around the phalanges or the extra little bristles. And at that point, you start breaking hair. And when it comes to having thick, lustrous type hair, breakage is a big enemy. It all depends on how you're treating the hair. There are protein treatments that you can do. You can add Epsom salts to to coconut oil,
Oh.
to give yourself a hair strengthening treatment.
Really?
Yeah, for long hair, that's a great treatment that you can use. You can get these recipes. I don't have my website up yet, but on my Facebook, Brynwood is on there, and I do have a couple recipes on there for the wine rinse and for the hot oil treatment.
Yeah, my hair was always like shoulder length. In fact, I even got some extensions at one point. That was a really dumb idea. And I said, Carlos, I need you to fix my hair. It looks horrible. And he goes, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch your hair until you grow those awful extensions out. And you've got to stop dyeing your hair. I was always blonde, and he wouldn't even talk to me until I got rid of the extensions, stopped dyeing my hair. And so 7 years ago, I stopped dyeing my hair. I stopped using a brush, and now my hair is long, shiny, and healthier than it's ever been, and I'm 42. And I switched from brushes to this big fat comb, and literally I'm just more conscious of, not breaking my hair and destroying it.
Exactly.
Thank you, Carlos.
Oh, certainly.
Now,
Yeah.
you have a men's salon too, right?
I specialize both men and women, working professionals, people that are wanting the highest quality service, but in a quick amount of time.
Yeah.
Most places, if you're going to go get the best haircut in town or whatnot, you're going to be going to a hair salon. You're going to be possibly, most haircuts are going to last you about an hour. And sure, you're pampered and everything, but people are busy these days. You got to get on the go, and people want to get in and out as quick as possible. So I specialize more in speed and precision. My haircuts last longer than most others. They're technically cut symmetrically, left to right, front to back, but also there's a lot of interior work that helps a haircut grow better and wear better as it goes on. So it's just, it's better off for the client.
And Carlos is a master with scissors. Seriously, he doesn't use shears, or you don't see him
razors.
with
No
the
razors. No razors. Razors
Yeah.
are very, very bad for the hair.
But you don't use it, and he has this really cool barbershop it's a private studio. You go in and you're just you and Car, and great music, great lighting, and Carlos, he cuts my husband's hair, my son's hair. I mean, you're a really great hair cutter.
Thank you.
And you're so incredibly affordable. I mean, I don't want to sound like a commercial, but you are. I don't know. I just think people should come in and get their hair cut with you, because they will look great. And as it is now, I don't even have to come and see you except for once every 6 months, because my haircut is so good.
Thank you.
And healthy.
Well, it's Albuquerque, and as far as I'm concerned, Albuquerque should be a lot cheaper than surrounding competition. Phoenix, Denver, Dallas.
So how much would a haircut be with you?
For men, I charge 20. For women, 25, and that's for collarbone length and shorter. And then as the hair gets longer, I charge more, but not much more. Not as much as the top end salons do.
Exactly, and it's a private experience, so you don't have to hear the conversations going on, which drives me nuts. And you don't have to smell all the chemicals that are going on also, because you don't use harsh chemicals in your salon. It's just pure natural.
Yeah, with the chemicals I use, there's very low ammonia. Ammonia, I mean, there's another misconception of ammonia versus peroxide, and everyone thinks that, oh, they're so bad for the hair and terrible, they're just going to break everything down. Ammonia is bad. Peroxide is not that bad, depending on how it's used. And one of the main things when it comes to this, the dryness here, soaps. Pretty much 90% of all soaps on the open American market are too harsh, they're too caustic. They dry the hair out. That's one of the main.
So how do people get a hold of you, Carlos?
You can contact me. My main number is 237-2227.
237-2227, Brynwood Salon, and it's up off of
Quantabo, in between Montgomery and Spain.
Between Montgomery and Spain.
Right next to the Breaking Bad Dam.
Throw your brush away, girls. Get some coconut oil.
We'll
Thank
be
you,
back
Carlos.
with more on the Morning Brew after this.